Hi, I'm Kristi Snyder. I'm here today with Krista Mann at Rogersville Middle School, and she's going to talk to us about data. Hi, Krista. Could you tell us how you're using data at Rogersville Middle in regard to learner profiles and supporting teachers to improve instruction?
Yes, so we're using the data from the last year's 10 Ready results to look at how we're doing individually as students, as teachers, and as a grade level to improve instruction. So first, the teachers looked at the aggregate level of the whole grade from the previous year. How did we perform? What areas are we strong in as a grade level, and what areas do we need some help with? Then we looked at how individual classes are performing. So teachers broke it down to themselves, and they spent some time looking at their own personal data. As you know, this area of the test, I'm really doing well. In this area, I could use some help. And they talked with each other and discussed how they can utilize each other's strengths and weaknesses in their classroom instruction. And then finally, they broke it down to the kids, and that's where the learner profiles come into play. They really start looking at the student data and identify focus students that they need to really identify and make sure that those kids are doing well. We want all kids to do well at Rogersville Middle, but there are some kids who are right on that verge, and we really want to find a way that we can move them on the scale. And so now we've got a case assessment, which is a benchmarking system through the county, and they're repeating this process in a very personalized way to students, and they're looking at where they're growing and where they still need help.
It's been a beautiful thing to kind of watch unfold here from the beginning of the process to where we are now. It's been really exciting. Well, could you talk for just a second about how I, as your coach, have helped you with this data process?
You have done so much
No
for our
gushing.
school.
No gushing.
I'm going to gush a little bit. You've done so much for us. From putting the packets together, I mean, that's something that teachers struggle to find time, and so you help put the packets together for them in a meaningful way that they can understand. They were able to talk with you about how do I use this, packet of 80 pages worth of information in a meaningful way, and you coach them on those things of how to really look at data and how to move students based on those scores that they're looking at.
It's been a pleasure to do. Thank you. So the last question I have is looking back kind of over this first semester, as far as data goes, where would you like to see Rogersville Middle go from here?
I think that our English department is growing quite a bit, especially our 7th grade team. They are really taking everything that you're talking about, and they're running with it. And other grades are getting on board in the ELA department. What I really would love to see is this movement moving to other subject areas. So we are not just looking at it in the English department, they're looking at it school-wide. And my hope, and I think that it's going to happen, is they're going to see the results of doing that from the English department, and that's going to move in to the other grade levels as well.
That's my hope as well. Thank you.